guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aashi Adani, and for today's video I'm going to be trying out some Korean makeup that just launched in India. Now the brand that I'm using stuff from is called Etude House, and I'd gone to their launch event in Mumbai and I have a couple of their things and it's really interesting, so let's just get started. Also, at the end of the video I'm going to be giving away a beauty hamper worth rupees 5,000, so stay tuned. So starting off with the primer, I've received two of these samples. One is called, both are, one is in the shade of mint and one is lavender. I think I'm gonna go with the mint one so it can color correct. Let's just try. I'm taking a little bit of it on my hand. It's pretty green. So I'm just going to dot this on my face. This one's super potent. I think it's too pigmented. Wait, it's really white. I don't know why the white cast here. And it's a little too sticky and greasy. I'm not liking this. Also, I don't feel like it's filling any pores or even correcting color for that matter. It's just too white. I don't like the white cast. It's like I'm wearing sunscreen or something. It actually also feels like a sunscreen, too greasy. It's way too greasy, way too white. I don't think it's going to blend in better than this. So not very happy with this one and how it looks, and I don't think it filled in any pores or did any kind of priming. It's not even like, it doesn't feel like makeup will stick on it, but yeah, I guess this is how it looks. This is the best it's going to blend on my skin. I can see like a white cast. Yeah, let's move on to the foundation. I've got 3 shades. Although this comes in 12 shades, I don't know how many shades they've launched in India because we couldn't find that on Nykaa. This brand also launched only on Nykaa, so I couldn't find the foundations, but I've gotten 3 samples: pink, neutral and yellow. I think I will be in the shade yellow. Okay, I think this shade is a little too light for me. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try blending it with a beauty blender and making it work. No, there's like a huge difference between my neck and the face. But this has a nice finish. I do like the finish and it's not too sheer also. I'm gonna I'll try making it work with the contour and stuff. So let's just apply this all over my face. So white, it's too white. Why is this yellow? I would like mix shades, but the second one is neutral, so that's not going to be darker than this, is it? Okay, there's nothing I can do to fix this, to be honest, at this point. I don't think there's anything contouring can also do to help me at this point. I feel like I look like a ghost with white makeup. I can't believe this is like the darkest shade they gave me, considering, hello, my skin tone. This is beyond repair at this point. It is kind of, it's like a very satiny finish. I feel like it's, damn it. Yeah, I think I want to use a brush to shear it down a little, to just try making it look more like skin. It's helping a little bit, trying to wipe away some of the foundation. Yeah, I think this is as tolerable as it's gonna get. I don't know how I feel about this. This is horrible, and these are the foundation shades I was given. I can't even imagine what a pink or a neutral would look like on me if this is yellow. I'm gonna move on to concealer. I don't have a concealer from there. Oh, but I do have a highlighting stick. I should use that. So these come in 3 shades. It's shades don't have name. It's just 01, 02. Okay, no, it has original, intense, and natural. I think 03 is the darkest. I'm gonna go for that. Natural. I'm gonna highlight under my eyes. Just get some highlighting going. This also has a contour, which we'll do later. Blend this in. So these contour sticks actually only come in 3 shades, and all 3 have launched in India. I don't know what Indian skin tone these would fit, considering the first 2 look white. Like, they are white. You can't do anything because like they're absolutely white. This one's the darkest that they've launched. So now I get that this might work for the Korean skins, but hello, if you're launching in India, shouldn't you launch something that's our skins? Like, really, what the hell? I can't do this. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my own concealer. This is from Fenty Beauty in my shade. Okay, I think this is too yellow for the base that I've gone for. Although this is actually my shade. But I'm going to give this whole thing a fair shot, so I'm also going to powder everything, set it in place and all of that good stuff. So moving on to contour, I think I'm going to go with the intense shade, that's 03. Although the contour stick is quite light. I don't know why it's so light. Like, the second one's darker than this. I'm gonna go in with shade 02 because it's darker than this one. It's quite, it's a cool toned brown. It's not. The warmth, bringing the warmth back helped a little bit, and it doesn't look bad at all. I like how the contour stick blended. I like the contour side. The highlight side is abysmal at the, like, the color is just like wow, but I do like the contour side. I think it's very nice and natural. Everything in place using a loose powder. I'm using Coty S1. It's really nice, really fresh. I'm just setting. Okay, the highlight has creased completely. Just to sharpen out the contour. Do that. So white. Look too white. And up close, the highlight hasn't settled into the skin, but the contour has. I don't know why. Anyway, now moving on to the eyes. I have two of the eyeshadow palettes. One is called Wine Party and one is called In the Cafe. Now I think they have 6 eyeshadow palettes, and I'm gonna try a mixture of both of these. Let's start with a nice base. Now they have a really nice pearly white in both the palettes, and it's great for a nice base. Like if you want a nice clean base, you can start off with some white. And I really like doing my eyeshadow with my fingers most of the time, so like you guys need to get. I think this is a good base to start off with. I don't know what kind of a look I want to go for. Now they do have a mixture of mattes and metallics, so I think I'm going to do a normal smoky eye with mattes and metallics. Although I don't know whether I want to go for a pink one or a brown one because they both have both the shades. Let's start with a light crease color. So these products do have some amount of fallout. They do, but they're nicely pigmented as well. I have used these palettes before. This was the 4th shade from the Wine Party palette. It's a nice light transition brown. I think I'm gonna do a brown smoky eye with a little bit of pink in the crease. So the cafe in the cafe palette has this really pretty fluorescentish pink that I can't wait to try. But the mattes have a lot of fallout, like you can see, like a little dip and there's too much of a fallout. I'm gonna take this a little above the brown shade, a little bit, and take a very light hand when you're doing this. I think this is good enough for now. We will build up more as and when we finish the look. I'm gonna take a little bit of a brown, a darker brown on the same brush, and I'm just gonna place it on a little bit on the outer corners. Okay, this one's not really showing up. Nope, not showing up at all. I'm going to use a dotting brush to see if it will help. No, I don't think this product is going to show up because of maybe my skin tone. I don't know. Considering we put a like a white base, any color should show up. But this is not. I'm going to move on to a darker shade, the darkest shade in the Ice palette for my outer edge. The hell? Even this is not showing up. Okay, it is a little bit. So if you dust off the color, it won't show up, but then you get fallout over here if you maybe lightly. Yeah, you can do that. Don't worry, I'm going to blend everything in place. I'm just placing the colors in a way that I get some pigment to play around with. See, there's a lot of fallout. I'm going to clean up the edges. I'm going to blend it with the old brush. There we have. Is this the darkest? Okay, so this was the darkest. The outer corner shade is the darkest shade in the Cafe palette, and I'm not happy with it. So I'm gonna go in to that dark shade again and try to place it. It's just it's dark, yes, but it's not vibrant. It's not. It just looks very dull. It doesn't look saturated enough, and I don't like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of, so they have this little metallic shade in the Wine palette, which is a super dark winey color. I'm gonna try focusing that. Yes, this is a little bit, this is showing up a little bit, so I'm gonna take it very gently and just place it on the outer edge like that. I'm gonna go in with that earlier super light brown that we had taken and just trying to smoothen out the edges. Want to make sure there are no harsh lines whatsoever. Man, this is dusty. Like my palette is so dirty already that I can't do anything about it. I think I'm happy with how this looks. I'm just going to build up a little bit on the pink and we can go to the inner corner side. Just leave this, the outer parts as it is for now. We can build up later on. Now moving on for the inner metallics, they have a variety of metallics to choose from, and all of them are super pigmented as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead with, I don't want something too sheer, I want something popping. So I'm gonna go ahead with the golden shade over here. I am using a flat brush for that, and so I'm gonna try it with a brush first, see how, okay, this one's breaking. This is absolutely breaking in the palette if I'm going in with a brush. I'm gonna try with a plain brush, then Fix Plus, and then a finger if nothing. Okay, this actually shows up. I'm just gonna use Fix Plus to make sure the product is sitting in place. This is showing up so well. It's such a pretty shade. Okay, I want to use more of these, so I'm not taking it all the way. We'll use a copper shade towards the end. Same on the other eye, just take it like halfway through. I'm going to transition it into a little bit of a copper because the sun's too bright. I'm going to add a little bit of a copper to tone it down. Alex really pulled the whole look together. I'm so happy about these. It's working out so well. Yes. Okay. I'm going to take a cotton pad and clean out the edge very lightly. Not going to mess anything up, don't worry. It's a dry cotton pad, that's why. Okay, now I'm gonna put some eyeliner and lashes and be right back. Okay, so I feel like I'm looking much more put together. I just took a little bit of that brown shade and I've dragged it under my waterline. But I feel like my face is looking more put together now, but the base is looking really bad up close and personal. Like if you see, you can see texture everywhere. Last thing we have to try are the Dear Darling tints. These are really famous of the brand and they come in 12 shades. I've got 3 of them. I'm going to use one on the cheeks and one on the lips and see. I'll swatch. Okay, so I'll swatch the lightest one on my lips first and then show you guys. Okay, so for tints, you need to be really careful. You need to make sure there's no product on your lips. You need to make sure your lips are not dry. They need to be super smooth and they really need to be super smooth and they need to be even. You can't have dry lips. And these taste really good and they smell really good. And it will grab onto your inner parts because it's softer, so it will look more pigmented over there. But overall, I think it looks cute. I think this shade is pretty cute. I can't see the name of it because it's in Korean. Anyway, this was one of the lighter shades. Moving on, if I find the shade name, I will put it in the description box. So what I do with these is I put this on my lips, lighten it, and then I put a gloss on it, and it will last all day long. No matter what you eat, what you do, these last really long. And now I have a super dark shade. I'm gonna try focusing it on the outer edges first and then come in. Also, these are super watery, so you need to have full control of where you're putting it. I'm just gonna blend it with my finger because I don't want more product. This is dark enough. Put a little more on the top lip just to even it out. But I think this is too dark for the eye look also that I've gone for. I'm gonna let it sit so it stains my lip properly and then we will wipe it away and then we'll just have the beautiful stain going on. I'm gonna let that sit. Meanwhile, I'm going to use the other shade as my blush. So I'm not obviously directly going to put it on. I'm taking a little bit of it on my hand. Yeah, and I'm going to take my wet beauty sponge so you know it's diluted and start with very little product. 1, 2, 3. These are really potent, so you need to be very careful with the amount of product you use. I usually do this before powdering my whole face, so once this is done I can powder my whole face and like tone it down. Like I know this is too much. At least in person it's looking too much. I can't tell on camera. You get very little time to blend this, so like you need to hurry up, like just hurry up. Once you put those dots, you can't chill around. And always shear it down at the back of your hand and then go for it. I'm going to take a little bit of makeup remover on a cotton pad and I'm going to remove the tint, so then we just have like this beautiful shade going on and no potency. Even after, you know, using a makeup remover, it's gonna stay quite potent, so which is why I do this, to make sure, you know, it's evened out. I'm just gonna put some powder around my lips. So I really like the tints. I think they're really nice, really potent, really good and multitasking, and they stay, and I'm telling you, they stay for a really long time. Lastly, I'm just going to set everything in place using my MAC Fix Plus. So this is my finished look. I am happy with a few things. I am really happy with the eyeshadow palettes. I think the metallics are beautiful. Although the mattes are a little less pigmented now that I see the edges are kind of fading out. The tints are super pigmented, so you need to be very careful when you're using them. But I do really enjoy these. They're nice and dark. Other than that, the contour side is really nice, but I hate the highlighting, and I hate that they've launched only 3 shades, which none of them will suit Indian skins. I hate that. Primer didn't really do anything. It's just sticky at this point, so I hate that. And the foundation, at least this wasn't in my shade. I'm hoping that when they launch it in India, they have all the shades possible and not just the shades they've launched in India. Yeah, these are my thoughts on the Etude makeup collection. Let me know yours in the comments below. And moving on to the giveaway, like I said, I'm going to be giving away a beauty hamper worth rupees 5,000. All you need to do is check out the description box and follow the rules given below, and one of you can get it. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.